Today in New York, 2 ballparks are available for renting, but the Yankee Stadium is still in business. In Washington, 3,000 delegates to the 67th Congress of the Daughters of the American Revolution are meeting in their annual get-together. At Constitution Hall last night, speakers denounced Supreme Court decisions which, they said, weakened most of the effective weapons against communism. And there was sharp criticism of President Eisenhower's policies, particularly foreign aid. From foreign aid to foreign beauty, it took a police escort to get former Queen Soraya of Iran through a rousing crowd of Italian admirers at Genoa. An enterprising painter and a poet took a rowboat 6 miles out to sea in an attempt to intercept the SS Constitution. Their boat capsized before they could present a painting and a poem to Soraya. Something's happening there with Kokomo, I think. A House Congressional Committee taking testimony on a safe driving campaign has heard the opinions of 3 teenage drivers. 19-year-old Patricia Ledger of Portland, Maine, modestly told the legislators she thinks women are emotionally and mentally more level-headed than men and better drivers. Now, we've heard of elephants liking water, but this is ridiculous. This 1,500-pound pachyderm skied on the Hudson River at New York for half an hour. Obviously, there's a circus in town. And back to work in the movies, beautiful Liz Taylor. She's lost 8 pounds since the death of her husband, Mike Todd, 3 weeks ago. With the help of 2 congressmen, Elizabeth Zindra has become the tallest Lady Marine in history. She had previously been barred from enlisting because of her height. Private Jindra, it is 6'5". And that certainly is the top of my news. Now, here's Frank.
Brings us around to 11 minutes exactly after the hour. Thank you, Roberta. Seeing that elephant on water skis, now you know why my boat isn't in the water yet. I wanted them to get that event out of the way on the Hudson River before I tried to navigate it. No remarks from the gallery, please. Our girl of the week, Roberta MacDonald, who sings, dances, acts, and tells funny stories, is just about ready with a song for it. And as you probably know, Roberta has appeared on some of TV's top shows. Right now, she's on the top of a piano, or pretty close to it, with Barbara Carroll at the keyboard.
It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky, not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring, it's a most unusual day. There are people meeting people, there is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and the feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, it's only one thing to say. It's a most unusual day. There are people meeting people. There is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and a feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's a most unusual day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, that was a most appropriate song for this
Certainly
most
was.
unusual day. What do you call that bit? MacDonald at large?
Well, you know, when in Rome, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. I think Kokomo has never been sung to before.
No, I think he really, I hope he liked it.
Oh, well, how...
I mean, really.
He
I've
he
never
may-
had quite that reaction before.
He may not have understood it, but I'm sure he liked it. Now, Roberta, you were in South Pacific, and you dance, of course.
Of course.
And, well, I just happen to have a grass skirt around here somewhere, and I was...
Now, just a minute now. I mean, I played the part of a nurse.
Oh.
Whoever saw a nurse wearing a grass skirt?
Well, we always try to be first on the air with almost anything, and it might start a new trend. You can't tell. Thank you so much for your song, Roberta. And thank you, Miss Carol, for playing so sweetly, as you always do.